Hi everybody, it's Richard and I'm back for another video, and today I am back to talk about Bob Dylan. Yeah, I don't usually talk about Bob Dylan that much on my channel. I am a casual Bob Dylan fan. I do like a lot of Bob Dylan songs. But what Bob Dylan is doing now really has me scratching my head, and apparently it has his other fans scratching their head too, and they don't get it either. Now, Bob Dylan has always been known for doing whatever the hell he wants and not giving a shit at people, what people think about it. And that's one of the things I've always actually liked about Bob Dylan and respected about Bob Dylan, is that he is kind of a badass and just does whatever the hell he wants and doesn't really care what other people think. But what he's doing now really has me scratching my head and his other fans scratching their head, and they don't get it either, and I don't think it's going to work out great for him. He is starting a Patreon page. That's right, Bob Dylan, the guy who wrote The Times They Are Changing, Blown in the Wind, Like a Rolling Stone, is starting a Patreon page. And it will cost you $5 a month to be a member of his Patreon page. Now, my biggest question is why? I looked up Bob Dylan's net worth before I did this video, and he is worth $500 million. $500 million with a B. He does not need money. He does not need money. He's regarded as one of the greatest songwriters of all time. He just sold his catalog recently for like a ton of money. So he does not need the money. So why is he starting a Patreon and charging people $5 a month? And what do you get for this $5 a month? Is he going to do exclusive Patreon shows where he plays rare and unusual deep cuts? Is he going to actually interact with the fans and talk to the fans and answer the fans' questions? What are you going to get for your $5 a month? I'll get to that in a minute. That's another thing that I'm really don't understand what you're actually getting for this. And I don't understand who's going to pay $5 for this. I have to admit that if somebody like Paul McCartney did this, or Mick Jagger, or Roger Daltrey, somebody, or Steven Tyler, somebody I really liked was going to do this, I probably would pay the $5 a month if I was actually going to get access to them and get to talk to them and get to ask them questions, and I get to hear them do rare, unusual songs, then yeah, you know what, take my money, I would be in. I have to admit it, they would get my money if this is what I was going to get for my money. But what are you actually getting for Bob Dylan's Patreon for $5 a month? Are you going to get any of that? Are you going to get access to Bob Dylan? Nope. What you are actually getting for this $5 a month, sorry, my bird is talking there in the background. What you're actually getting there for $5 a month is you're going to get old letters and short stories that Bob Dylan wrote. So you're not actually going to get access to Bob Dylan. It's not even going to be Bob Dylan reading these. It's going to be some narrator reading these. So you're not even going to get to hear Bob Dylan's voice for your $5. You won't even get to hear him talk for $5. It's just going to be some old stuff he wrote. I guess he never released. And, which I guess is kind of cool, but I'm not going to pay $5 for that. Maybe some people will. I don't think anybody's going to pay $5 for this. Like I said, his fans are already don't get it. You're not getting any access to anything Bob Dylan. Any real access to Bob Dylan. You're just going to get to hear some old stuff he wrote. It's not even going to be his voice reading it. And the name of this Patreon is really strange too. It is called Lectures from Beyond the Grave. That's what my mother was I just told my mother the name of his Patreon, and she was like, huh? She didn't get it either. He's not dead yet. And he's calling it Lectures from Beyond the Grave. So, the name of this thing is even weirder is even as weird as the Patreon itself. So, that's about it. That's about all I can say about this. This is really, really weird. And I don't get why Bob Dylan is doing this. He doesn't need the money. This is just really bizarre. Like I said, I read a little bit about this and what the fans are saying. And the fans don't get it. They're like, why? They're like, why? And I'm like, why too? I don't understand. He doesn't need the money. It's not like this is an artist that was really popular and then kind of just faded away. No, Bob Dylan is still relevant. They just made the movie about him a year or so ago, so he's still relevant. He's still selling out. He just sold his catalog for a ton of money, so it's not like he needs the money. Why is he doing this Patreon? And you're not even going to get access to him for this $5. You're going to hear some old. I don't even know what letter is it. I don't even know what does that mean. Letters. It says letters and short stories. So what does that mean? Letters he wrote to people? I don't understand that either. So you're gonna get letters and short stories from Bob Dylan told to you in a monotone voice. So not even Bob Dylan's voice. That's what you're getting for your $5 investment. Who the hell is going to pay that? Who the hell is actually going to pay to be a member of this Patreon? Let me know if you would in the comments. My mother said maybe people who are in school, for like literature or something. I mean, yeah, I guess maybe I could see that, but other than that, and even then, it's not like you're really researching Dylan and reading like his lyrics or something. It's just some short stories he wrote and he never released. So, I just don't get it. And I just felt like making a video about this because, like I said, I just think this is just so bizarre and weird. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why is he doing this? Let me know what you think in the comments. And would you ever consider subscribing to Bob Dylan's Lectures Beyond the Grave Patreon page? If this is your first time over here, please hit the like and subscribe button. And please hit the notification bell so you'll always be notified when I do a new video or a live stream. Until next time, remember, peace and love. Peace and love is the only way.